Okay.
Oh
Okay,
no,
I gotta go
guys, we're
again. I
gonna
gotta go
redo it.
again.
What happened,
Production.
Walt? You were muted, but tell us
Hang on.
everything once more.
Hang on one sec. Oh,
All right, guys,
oh,
while
what's
Walt's getting
going
ready,
on?
are we
Wait,
good? I can't.
bring us in, man. Sorry,
Little bit of
I
shaky
I
start.
got lost for a second here. How's it going, everybody?
So
Yeah.
yeah, we got off to a little rocky start here, but my name is Radar. We got turned down for Walt here, YouTube legend, and we're ready to do some melee commentary today. I'm super excited. I've been looking at the bracket. Actually, a pretty stacked bracket. And Walt, I want to say I did not realize that this was Ginger's Pog for a long time until I looked at the actual graphic. I was just like, oh, pot of gold. I guess
Yeah.
like I guess it's like a joke. Like Ginger has red hair. I don't know. Maybe is he like I just never made the connection. I was like, oh, Pog. All right, cool. I know this is the second one, at least as far as I'm aware. They did one back in March, but yeah.
Yeah.
So how you doing,
Yeah,
man?
it's a good one. It looks like it's gonna be pretty dope overall. Like just kind of taking a quick scan at some of the matches going on right now. Unfortunately, it seems like we were talking before the show started. I guess we had a DQ from HBox, which is kind of unlucky. I would have liked to see some sets out of him. Um, but a lot of really good sets overall that I think will be pretty fun to watch. And the first one that we have scheduled, at least, or at least from what production told us so far, is going to be pretty exciting also, just right out the gates with the Spacey Ditto.
Yeah, no, I think the real thing versus Lucky is going to be an interesting set in particular because so far they have only ever played one set, and the real thing won that set. It was a 3-2, I'm pretty sure. It was at Big House 9, but
Okay.
that's not kind of what you'd expect given sort of a player of Lucky's caliber. But real thing is a guy who he won the Black Empowerment Invitational that Waffles hosted. I don't
Hmm.
know how many months ago that was, but he beat people like Axe and Two Saint and stuff. So real thing, very solid player. It's definitely like as a starting match, I feel like we're getting a good one. Like we're kind of privileged. We're getting the star treatment in terms of lineups.
Yeah, for sure. Lucky probably one of his bigger wins for sure, but I do know that the people over in Ohio where Real Thing hails from, I think, just have these crazy wins. And it's not even that unexpected, I think, too. He's obviously very, very good. I remember watching Real Thing, when was it? At Big House 8, I think, the year before he played Lucky. And even then, he was taking like crazy good sets. There's that insane Falco combo that he had from the Arcadian. I can't recall who it was against, but it was the like triple weak hit back air reverse hit on FD combo. He's super, super good. And then, of course, Lucky needs no introduction, I think. Just insanely solid player, like, has been consistently top, 20, 30 range for, I think, a very long time. Um, it should be a really fun one because in truth, I haven't seen a lot of Real Thing in, like, the online era or any type of events like that.
Yeah, I think in general, like this is especially true for the kind of online slippy era, but Melee is one of those games where people will be kind of hot for a while, entering a lot of events, really passionate about the game, and then maybe they take like a little bit break, maybe they're not as active. And so, it's always cool to see players like when they kind of have had a break to kind of come back into it. And I think that's true for actually it looks like we're going to be jumping into it already. So, uh
Couple hand warmers right now? Yep.
I assume so. We're using Lucky, right? To spectate?
Yes. Yes, that's what I believe so.
Not currently seeing anything when I open Lucky's stream, so hmm. Is it working for you?
I have what's on the stream right now. Them
Okay.
doing hand warmers or a Real Thing just kind of watching and Lucky dance around platforms.
I can hear it, but it doesn't I can like it makes a little beep and then it doesn't show, which is a bit weird. Let me just double check there's no weird gecko codes on.
Yeah, anyway, I think what will be interesting about this set as we kind of wait for this game to get kicking off is this is only round one of the bracket. So, yeah, we have a lot of really good melee coming up for you guys today. Of course, this is the secondary stream if you guys are interested in what's going on the other sides of bracket, or any other players that you guys are interested in, you can watch the other sides of bracket over on Ginger's Twitch channel. But we're going to be covering a good chunk of this as well. And what I think will be kind of cool is the winner of this set actually moves on to play Polish, and or Polish or Polish. I'm not sure if that's the
Polish
correct
for sure.
pronunciation. Um, but I feel like that will be a really, really fun set to watch, and I hope we get that one too. Just because I think that I would kind of put Polish as a kind of low key favorite, at least in my opinion.
I think Polish is going to be on Ginger's stream, at least if the bracket is telling us correctly. But either way, it
Mhm.
does look like fans will be able to watch kind of Polish uh, show what led him to Summit SEL Week 4, because very 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 capable player. I'm not surprised to hear Walt say he's excited to see him, because I also really really enjoy watching Polish play, and I think he's become like quick fan favorite for anyone who's following the game kind of
Oh
closely. And
yeah,
I
for
think
sure.
in like 6 months, people are going to be like, "Oh, I love Polish." Like they're going to think they're like
Yeah, yeah,
the melee hipsters are
absolutely.
going to think that they like just discovered him, and we're going to be like, "Bro, Polish
Like
has been
Polish
out here."
before it was cool. You
Exactly, man.
got bought in early on the stocks. I do
Exactly.
feel kind of bad though, like looking at Polish's round one, is that he did knock my boy Wasabi into the loser side of bracket.
I saw
So
that.
that actually might mean we get a set out of him. Good friend of mine, so I would love to see some melee from him if he's able to advance a bit further to sets that we're able to look at. But that's neither here nor there. We're going to be waiting on our first game for Lucky and Real Thing, and it looks like we're getting started
Yeah.
right now. Or maybe not. I don't know.
Just to check the sync, we are on 54, 3, 2,
Yeah.
1. Yeah. All right, cool. Yeah, so it looks like we're getting another hand warmer. But
What's funny is
I
that, and I hope they change colors, because we just talked to production about what colors the two of them play, and it seems like we were just completely wrong about that. So, and they're
yeah,
not. But in any case, game one on Dreamland right now, and I guess we're gonna see kind of how Real Thing controls the momentum going into this game. But Lucky,
ooh.
ever the kind of chaotic evil type player.
Yeah, it does manage to clean up that stock already. It looked like Real Thing was going for the kind of CC ASDI down tech on the up smash, but didn't get it, which kind of almost put him in a worse spot. And then Lucky was able to clean it up with the Shine Spike. So got a pretty good lead, but anything could happen. This
Wow.
is a very volatile matchup, and we're seeing that right now.
Yeah, I wanted to comment on super cute extension from Real Thing earlier to catch Lucky missing the tech on that left platform, and then
Ooh.
uses the forward air, wraps it up there with the down air. Just feels like a super dominant stock out of Real Thing here, but it's only even because Lucky kind of answered first here, but Real Thing with all the action again.
Yeah, I really love that Waveland and then following it up with the down air. I think we did see that Lucky tried to get at the SDI up on the Shine to escape that. Wasn't able to get it, but I really just the offense that we're seeing from Real Thing has been very, very polished and intelligent, to say the least. Like just really smart.
Yeah, absolutely. Super cool platform cancel back air there. A little bit unnecessary almost, because I feel like down smash just covers every option when you're in that position, but Real Thing makes it work either way, and he's got a pretty sizable lead now. But, the proverbial one stock is not a lead is always an option, I think, when it comes to these spacey dittos.
Ooh. Goes all the way out there to clean up the stock. No, you're absolutely right. I think it is always good to see a player who's confident in their movement. I think movement being such an important part of the game can often sort of tell you like where the player is at and like what they feel good about doing. And just as I say that, it does miss the air dodge, but still
There it
put a lot
is,
of
yep.
pressure. Great read, yeah.
That's kind of what I was waiting for in that second stock from Real Thing. I'm glad that he did bring it out there, because there really wasn't anything else Lucky could have gotten away with. Real Thing wraps up that stock. Pretty easy down air. I don't know if there was any real DI that Lucky could have gone for that would have even saved him, because Real Thing probably could have followed up with just another hit at that point. But here we go again. Just so much momentum out of Real Thing here.
Yeah, we see actually Real Thing goes for the laser to cover the kind of tech away, but it's one of those weird habits where it's almost always good to go for that laser, but because the laser knocks them down if they manage to get their shield up, it gives them the ledge, and it's like almost a bad thing. So it's one of these weird things. If you play Falco a lot, you'll catch yourself doing that. But good turnaround back air, and does actually manage to close it out with a 2 stock. Wow.
Yeah. Really impressive play, and it feels like there were honestly a couple things that RealThing was pulling out in that set that honestly might have not even been all that optimized. And maybe it was just kind of like getting comfortable. So again, like you mentioned earlier, being in kind of a comfortable space with your movement and everything like that. Um, but he really found a lot of openings and then turned those into really unique conversions throughout that first game. So good stuff to him. Counterpick goes to Lucky.
I could see us going to FD. I mean, Lucky's like one of the few NorCal Foxes that doesn't seem to mind FD, at least as far as I'm aware. And his punish game, like of the kind of NorCal Foxes at least. Yeah, Pokemon Stadium also makes sense. Goes for the edge cancel right from the start. I think the problem that we've been seeing on Lucky's end is just like RealThing is playing very like positionally and slow, and it's kind of shutting out the sort of like in your face kind of aggressive, controlling style that Lucky sort of thrives in, like, you know, where he's just making you have
Sure.
to think really quickly and he's thinking quicker than you, like, but RealThing isn't letting him have that, and it's
Wow,
hurting
nice
for
mid
sure.
shorten too. Yeah, I think
Oh yeah,
that
definitely.
it's kind of an interesting discussion that we've had, I think, for years when it comes to kind of the Lucky Mango type players, where if you can kind of mess with their rhythm and make them play a little bit slower than they'd like to, then their gameplay becomes a little bit more challenging, and that I feel like that's where RealThing really capitalized in game one. But Lucky's just kind of clocking in right now for the second one.
Yeah, no, I've always found Lucky's playstyle is very interesting because it has this like very flowcharty side to it. Like we saw when he was doing that platform tech chase, he was going for a lot of the options that were like reaction based, just kind of like optimal coverage. But then he also has a very like scrappy neutral style where he'll do like a lot of run up, wave dash down, that kind of thing to try to bait out responses. So it's like it's a really cool blend of two different kind of schools of thought, I guess, in Melee.
Sure, yeah, great awareness there by Lucky to get the recovery. I definitely would have died to that. That's probably going to do it. Yeah, 3 stocks apiece, though, but a bit of a percent deficit here for RealThing. Strong backer is going to
Ooh.
push him off stage, but not quite enough to wrap up the stock. Here we go
Yeah,
again, returning back to neutral.
it looked like he got caught doing one of those like really classic I'm gonna practice tech skill between stocks. I'm gonna do a little edge cancel, and like Lucky was just like, bro, you can't be doing that to me against me. Like
He's going to
I
die
know
for
where you're
this!
gonna land. Yeah, he is gonna die.
Oh,
Oh my gosh,
okay.
beautiful tech.
I was about to say, this is why I hate Falco, man.
I mean, Fox has his own share of problems. Good double lasers, trying to control
Okay.
space in the center, but just barely misspaces that back air and gets killed for it. So, what is he gonna do with his invincibility though?
Yeah, so I want to see kind of what RealThing does with his edgeguard flowcharts here, because we've seen, I think, 2 or 3 times now, even in this game, Lucky goes for Firefox, RealThing snipes it with the laser, and then Lucky immediately illusions, and he hasn't been catching on to that quite yet. I think he knows it's going to come soon, but there it is, yeah.
Kind of actually surprised he managed to get that down smash. That's often an option that people tech, although it is a tricky thing to tech for sure. You have to kind of hit the SDI in. Good back air pressure.
Wow, oh my
Ooh.
gosh. It's such a rough position, too. RealThing kind of just holding a shield in his hands at that point. The shield stab's bound to happen, but here we go with the pillar combos a little bit, but not quite enough. And now he's got to fight out of the corner.
I really liked RealThing went for this kind of little run forward where rather than kind of dashing back in, he just like kind of kept running outside of the corner. And Lucky was ready for him to come back in because it's like a thing so many people do. And he just didn't give it to him and managed to get out of the situation. So it's like small little neutral things like that that I think kind of define a play style, and it's really fun to see.
Or yeah, RealThing name of the game right now. Stay on the Pokeball. Looks like he's kind of maintaining it a little bit, just like that though. Positions roll reversed with just a single roll, and now Lucky's kind of taking over center stage here.
Yeah, it does seem like RealThing's a player who likes a lot of like undershooting aerials. Like he'll do a lot of like fade back, back airs, fade back down airs, trying to get his opponent to come to him. Um, and like I do wonder if that doesn't play into Lucky's strengths, maybe like if that's sort of stylistically a harder matchup for Lucky. I don't know. What do you think?
I think these guys are just kind of fighting like they just did. Lucky did a CC forward smash with Fox, and then RealThing was like, no, mine's better, and shows him what's really good right now. Gets the tech chase here, but follows it up with a
Goes for the
shine.
jump shine. Yeah,
Yeah, I just wonder
guess,
if maybe aerial to push him further away is the move there, but it looks like he's gonna. Oh my God, so close!
Yeah, the regular get up. There's that kind of reaction-based optimal platform extension going for the up air. Dash attack edge guard should close it out. Oh, but gets the tech. Really, really good stuff there. Still not enough though. And the second game goes to Lucky. So wonder where we'll see next.
1-1. Yeah, in the set, it's definitely an interesting game. Like Real Thing was kind of caught between a rock and a hard place in that recovery, but Lucky did give him a few more chances to kind of make that comeback happen, which I feel like if you're a player in that position and you kind of scrape by with the game like that, knowing that you gave your opponent a few more chances to potentially win, like you're maybe feeling a little bit nervous. I don't know where your mental's at for something like that.
Yeah, it's hard to say. Like, I'm actually kind of surprised to see us going to a Yoshi's. It feels like Real Thing's playing with the space, and that's kind of what he likes, like having Lucky kind of push into him. And this, again, I don't know. It's I'd love to hear his kind of rationalization for this stage choice in particular.
Yeah, I do agree with you. I think you mentioned it at the start of game two, is like Real Thing kind of playing a bit positionally, just really understanding kind of how to control the space, stifle Lucky's momentum. Stage like this is a little challenging, but you know, as we speak, Real Thing gets on the board first, and just like that, Lucky answers back.
Yeah, no, they've definitely had. This is sort of like classic of the matchup and a spacey matchup in general. Is this like really, really, really momentum heavy game where we'll see like one player just kind of be in the driver's seat for a little while, and then all of a sudden like the other player kind of restabilizes and then suddenly answers back. So clearly right now, Real Thing controlling stuff, but Lucky can just pull it right back if he can, and it could change everything.
Yeah, they're just
Yep.
messing each other
Like
up.
I said, like we're watching. It's very quick too. Like which, you know, again, just shows how many decisions you have to be making and how quickly you need to be reacting to everything. Stuck in the corner though.
It's so interesting too, because the both of them seem to kind of opt to just fight their way out of the corner as opposed to just resetting. So we just see all these crazy scrappy situations over the span of these 3 games so far.
Oh, wasn't really sure what he wanted to do. I think he was thinking of going for the CC forward smash, but then was like, maybe I can get a CC shine if I like angle in.
Oh
and kind of just took too long. Really beautiful
What a
back air,
remix.
Oh, gets the shine, gets the tech on the shine. Wow, like manages to get opened up anyway, but like that kind of defensive stuff really makes it harder to deal with. Doesn't get the CC.
A super good drift back there by Real Thing, but pretty precarious position to be put in. Couple techs down, and then the roll away gets him out of trouble, and big momentum in favor. There's the up tilt poke.
Goes for the double jump, gets the back air. Hey, you know, I was doubting the stage, but that looked very clean. This is really looking like a set for a Real Thing in terms of who I would say is favored, which, I mean, it's kind of surprising given Lucky as, you know, very, very solid player himself.
It makes this game 4 a bit of an interesting question, because you talked about going to FD, maybe Lucky being a FD type Fox, even though he's with the NorCal gang, but he opted for Stadium first. So I'm wondering if maybe we see, like, I don't know, a Battlefield, a 3-platform stage, or maybe we do finally see the Final Destination come out. But it's hard to know for sure, because I feel like if he was an FD kind of Fox, he probably would have gone there on game 2.
Yeah, I definitely, you know, not getting the vibe that they're fans of FD, I guess, as much in this matchup. I actually think, like, the more kind of the meta has progressed, the more I think Falco on FD is looking better than I think people originally thought. Good DI, though, on that shine. But, again, it does seem like they both do crazy defensive stuff, and then they still manage to extend it anyway.
Yeah, and this is definitely interesting. Like I had mentioned earlier, Real Thing kind of not punishing. Oh! Big miscue out of Lucky right there. But what I was saying earlier was kind of the not exactly getting there on Lucky's instant illusion to either stage or ledge, and Real Thing's kind of waiting for it now and paying attention to when Lucky's going to react to getting hit by laser off stage. So I want to see that kind of evolve a little bit more in this game 4.
Absolutely. You know, yeah, it's just been a very interesting set so far. Ooh.
Oh, no punish.
That's one of those things where it's like you're not really ready for them to make that kind of mistake. So the punish, you know, him like not being ready to do anything there isn't really surprising, because you're not expecting Lucky to just sort of randomly side B in the center of the stage. Good reactions though.
Oh my god, what is this combo? Oh, he's dead. He's got to be. Oh, what? Okay.
Unnecessary shorten actually kind of, well, not unnecessary, but the shorten kind of costs them a bit there. Yeah, definitely not unnecessary though, because if you went all the way, might have been hit. Good jabs.
Okay, yeah, waits for the illusion this time. Lucky ever ready though with the tech, doesn't quite get there. Needed a little bit more height. 2 stocks apiece though, but Lucky keeping this competitive, looking for a game 5.
It's always interesting to see in that situation what the Falco player opts to go for, because on one hand you can go for the down air, which is kind of like the classic option, but that is easier to tech. Like, so you'll see people kind of Ginger famously go for stuff like a nair there and then reset the edge guard. So it really is like a stylistic thing. Like, do you want to just kind of trust your edge guarding skills to go for another, or do you want to hope that they don't get the really hard tech and just clean it out with one down air?
Yeah, and as we speak, Lucky going down to potentially his last stock of the winner's bracket right now. Oh my gosh, Real Thing just all over it. Oh, if he hits that shine, he might end the set right there.
Oh, he had the right read. It just barely mistimed the up tilt, and that might be his stock. Ooh, uh-oh. Okay, good up B from Lucky, though. He manages to get back to center. Oh, the...
Up tilt, yep. And dead, he's got to be. Oh, he turns around the lasers!
Yeah, just a little too far to get the down air, I think. But that laser off the edge. Yeah. He caught his jump.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Damn, Real Thing takes that set 3-1. Good stuff. Ohio moves on, and Lucky actually falls to the loser side bracket. I don't, again, I mean, just based on the stats that you were saying earlier, Radar, only one set from Big House 9. I don't think it was particularly unexpected for Real Thing, but there we go. Really good stuff.
Yeah, no, that was very impressive. And again, for some people who are saying Lucky's playing bad or whatever, like Real Thing won their previous set, so now Real Thing has a 2-0 record against Lucky. So yeah, like it's not really a huge upset in a lot of ways. It seems to just suggest that Real Thing has what it takes to beat Lucky.
Yeah, so many interesting stylistic choices too, which I really enjoyed. And I again, like I keep pointing back to kind of the Real Thing catching Lucky with a laser, Lucky instant illusions, and then how does that evolve over the span of the set? And it really did feel like when it comes to a situation like that, or just about any real not zero to death type combo that the two of them seem to be doing to each other the whole set, Real Thing was just kind of picking up a lot of the pieces there. So really good stuff to them. They will advance to face Polish. And actually, the bracket updated, Radar. We might
Yeah,
get